Yeah,
Yeah, you still down here? You back up there?
I'm still here.
Hey, I think he trying to go up. I'm gonna say to his work number. He trying to go up there.
He trying to what?
He trying to go up to Richmond. He said he need a copy of his birth certificate. It'd probably be easy for him to ride up with you and probably catch the train back.
All right, bet. Thank you for sending me the number because I ain't have
Mm-hmm.
it. All right.
All right.
Where is Waldo Stadium? Kalamazoo, Michigan. It is the home of the Western Michigan Broncos, and the fans have been eager for this showdown for a while. Today, an intra-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. As we'll see, the Akron Zips taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Zips will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So the Western Michigan Broncos offense takes the field to start this game off. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Direct snap. Makes it past the marker. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5 plus. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
2nd down after that incompletion. Here's the handoff. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position.
Throws toward the end zone. He caught it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Zips offense will take the field for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And the Zips headed quickly to the line. Harris back to pass. They're trying to get to it.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
From the gun, the ground game. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Wants to throw. It's Slater. Spits it out to the back. Got a man. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Broncos. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Some misdirection with the counter. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Zips racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Who needs that smell salt? Goodness gracious, that linebacker just opened the eyes of the running back, running through the hole and hitting him right in the mouth.
And, man, he may have to have the molars checked out after that one, but at least he was able to hang on to the football.
Secure that football. It is hard to do when you get hit that hard, especially when you get that face right there on the football. Nice job by the back holding on to the ball.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Jet sweep to the receiver. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's going to pass. Gets it out quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Western Michigan! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. They're working that left side. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. And the Zips come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. Got room at the 35. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Quick strike complete. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Harris will throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Verrier. Touchdown, Zips. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A third down try for the offense. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the catch. It's Peace. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
He now has 106 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Broncos are flying down the field. Still running at the 40. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else. Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the Broncos get it past the sticks.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get it.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many. Throughout the rest of this game, but I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He looks that one in nicely, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fires to the big fella. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Coming after it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Gets it out fast. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Escapes the sack. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Kalamazoo. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package, and his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
The Broncos will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got him downfield. Finds a crease at the 20. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Zips will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Akron. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking to throw, it's Slater. Makes the catch. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. And the Broncos have their offense in high gear. They'll give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff. It's Burns. And it's slipped out. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that? Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. To the ground with the back. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Movement here from the tight end. Going to the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdown.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. These corners backing off a bit. Harris back to pass. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Western Michigan. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the...
Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Broncos. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Troy has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 22 over Army. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Working the middle, it's complete. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Harris will throw. Getting some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his 2nd sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
Finds his big tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. Smashes through the tackle. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Zips are marching down the field. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Zips. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has ripped. Afterburners coming. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Got a man. It's Verrier. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Looking at a second and short now. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Harris back to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They're going to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll start this drive firing. Trying to beat the D deep. Snatches it on the right. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it 2 high safeties?
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's...
And more yards after contact. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're